subscribe to the channel.
How is it going, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute, missed you guys. We're coming back with a banger of a video. Yeah, I don't really know how to intro this. I know it's been a minute. I know every time I say I'll be back, then I'm not. Then I say I'll be back, then I'm not. And then I keep going away for a month, 2 months, whatever. Like I say all the time, bro, I'm busy. I'm a busy person. You know, honestly, I would say COVID, even though it was a pain in the ass, is probably the best thing that ever happened to this channel, because I had so much fucking free time that all I was doing was video after video after video. That's when my channel was probably at its peak. Right now, I'm just trying to find time to bang out videos as much as I can. So the more of you that subscribe, the easier it'll be able to do. Alright, so if you guys would be ever so kind, you maybe just stumbled across this channel by chance, maybe you like Llama Art's work. I didn't mention this before, we're reacting to a Llama Arts video, but anyways, maybe you like Llama Art's work, maybe you want me to react to different things in the future, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. The more of you that subscribe, the more time I'll make and manage for keeping up with my channel, alright? But today we're reacting to a Llama Arts video called A Close Call Animated Horror Stories, or Animated Horror Story. Now, if you're not familiar with Llama Arts is a guy who animates horror stories. There's lots of horror story channels. There's Unit 522, there's Mr. Nightmare. I react to pretty much all of them on this channel. He basically takes all those stories, all these different, or Nightmare Files, another one too that I react to a lot, and he takes those stories and animates them. Now, sometimes he'll just find his own animated, well, I don't know who Llama Arts is, might be a her, so his or her find their own animated stories online on Reddit, where this is where a lot of them find them, and then all they do is animate one story, and it's just a big, like, you know, a short story, a fictional short story, if you will. That's what we're going to be reacting to today. I think I reacted to one before, I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, Llama Arts, Close Call Animated Horror Story. Let's jump on into the video. Now, actually, before we jump on into the video, make sure you subscribe to the gaming channel. Link to that will be in the description. Yeah, now let's jump on into the video.
I had just reluctantly returned home from an extended vacation trip to Japan, after experiencing delicious food beyond compare, a beautiful country, and spending time with amazing people. Needless to say, I was a bit depressed about coming home. On my first day back home, I went straight to my bedroom and passed out before doing anything else. Rather, I didn't have the energy to do anything else.
I feel that.
It was probably for that reason that I failed to notice subtle hints that my home was not as lonely without me as I believed. Hours later, I awoke in the middle of the night to the sound of scuttling noises and the floorboards creaking. Understandably confused, I got out of bed and made my way into the hallway that was connected to both the living room and kitchen.
Glock 17
Cautiously, I crept my way through the darkness, groping the wall next to me for balance in my tired state as I trudged forward. I, however, made the fatal mistake of stepping onto one of the loudest boards in the hallway, alerting whoever or whatever was lurking in the shadows of the next room. I paused, as did the entity in the next room, before a whoosh of air was heard as they retreated into whatever crevice they had come out of.
Imagine if he wasn't in his apartment the whole time at all.
Turned on the nearby lamp that dimly lit up the room.
The other guy's just as scared as him.
Looking around, I spotted not a soul, but rather some of my furniture was disturbed. What's more, a couple of my kitchen cabinets were slightly ajar. Bewildered, but with my guard up, I went over and closed them all before readjusting my furniture, by which point I had relaxed. I chalked up the odd noises and movements to my jet-lagged brain and shrugged, deciding to just head back to bed. I wish the story ended there, but I was not so lucky. Before entering the hallway to my room, I saw that the large metal covering to the air vent above the couch was missing. Peering up at it, I mumbled, "What the?" before a crooked face filled with abject disdain for my existence popped into view. Startled, I fell to the ground and began crawling away, as I heard the man begin screeching incoherently as he dropped down onto the couch. I watched in horror as his joints cracked beneath his raggedy hoodie and heavily stained jeans. He stared at me, silent now, before brandishing a knife out of his back pocket and pointed it towards
Bro, that
me.
would've been cool as shit if he like drops from the vents, land in the couch on some play shit. Like, I just knocked everything over. But if he landed on some slight shit, kind of like cross his legs, I've been expecting you. Then pulls the knife out of his pocket, stabs the hell out of the homeowner. I am decapitated.
My house now! Mine! Mine! You left it! It's mine!
He shouted.
But that's kind of what I
voice
said.
as he charged towards me. I hurriedly crawled towards my room and slammed the door behind me and locked it as he started jabbing his blade into the door, yelling at me.
Bro, if he had a knife on the whole time, why didn't he
Shakily,
press him
I
off
called
the
the
start?
police and sobbed as I told them what was happening. Thankfully, I was told a patrol car was nearby my neighborhood, and they would be at my house in minutes. I stayed on the phone and picked up a baseball bat just in case that deranged cretin broke down my door.
Hey, you want to know a fun fact? Because of stories like this, real shit, swear to God. Because of stories, me reacting to these stories for years now on this channel. Stand by. Shit on stand by, baby. Honestly, and I swear to God too, this is a real conversation I've been having with my girlfriend and with my family, is like, I think I'm gonna get a gun license just out of nowhere. Oh my God. It's because of these fucking stories, man. State of the world, man. You never know what's gonna happen.
A few horrendous minutes later, the police arrived, and after a quick but violent struggle, they managed to subdue the intruder.
Boy never left, man.
After locking him in the back seat of the patrol car, the cops investigated my house and found that the man apparently had been living there while I was gone. But not just that. Apparently, he'd been staying at my house without me noticing for a few months. According to the police, they found paper stuffed under the couch that was filled with nothing but incoherent ramblings about how he planned to kill me one day when the time was right. With the dates next to each entry predating my trip to Japan by an uncomfortable amount of time. Frankly, I'm happy to be alive and relieved that the situation was resolved so quickly. But still, I make sure to triple check the locks in my home after that.
I wouldn't be able to sleep on my own from now on. That's the sad part about stories like this. That's the sad part about stories like this. I wouldn't be able to stay in my own home from then on out. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. Anything else you want me to react to, leave it in the comments down below. Like I said, I'll try and be active. I will. Probably won't do a good job at it, but I'll try. You know what I'm saying? I gotta try and sort some stuff out. I've only been living in my new apartment for a couple months now, so I'm not like fully, situated like I was back home with like my own little setup. I still want to get some stuff for my camera, like a new mic, a tripod, get a nice little setup going. Because the whole time you could have probably heard my PlayStation sitting right there. This is the desk I used to use, and I used to keep everything sorted at when I was reacting to my old videos or doing everything back at my old house, my parents' house. And I usually had a nice dresser drawer next to it where I could have a good setup, and I actually had a nice angle. Now it's kind of like fucking all over the place, alright? But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. Anything else you want to react to, leave it in the comments down below. Subscribe to the gaming channel. I might be streaming a little bit later, so, check that out. Warzone, solos, duos, trios, quads, rebirth mainly, and maybe some NHL. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.
Perfect!